I am grounded. 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 Now sometimes you can tap your right elbow around the funny bone area. Um, Not too hard. Um, the reason that I say this is if there's times that you ever accidentally bump your elbow on your funny bone, and it's like boom, you get that funny bone pain, which isn't funny, but it's immediately grounding. And I don't suggest that you hit it hard, but I just use that as a tap zone for grounding because of the effects of the times that I have bumped it, whether it's the concept of etheric travel or your mind's wandering or you want a little bit more focus, whatever it is. Um, when you bump your funny bone too hard, it definitely feels very grounding to me. So that's why I've come up with the concept of that tapping your elbow by your funny bone should help ground you, in my opinion. And I usually just tap the right elbow. I don't see no reason why you couldn't tap the left elbow. Many times when I've hit my arm on the funny bone, it seems like it's more on the right side. I don't know why. That's probably one of those extra little things that you may or may not need to know. And then also, a lot of times, other grounding techniques is people do believe in exercise and healthy diet, uh, vegetables, plant based, fruits and nuts, that kind of stuff. Some people do believe that it is more grounding. The healthier that you eat, the more grounded you stay connected to the earth for different reasons. Exercise, they've always said, um, can help keep you grounded. Some of the metaphysical parts more is like some people believe walking in the fresh dirt uh, in your bare feet helps reconnect you to the earth and is grounding. Sometimes your feet probably do need to breathe, and it's probably not good to be in synthetic socks all day, all the time. So if you got a place where you can actually walk around and don't have to worry about what you're stepping on, whether it's the fresh clay or dirt or probably even the sand or walking in the water. Um, Whichever way you ground, everybody's technique can be different. Some people visualize whether you're inside or outside. Some people visualize their feet rooting and connecting to the earth like a tree. So whether you're sitting or standing, it's probably better if you're going to do a meditation or close your eyes that you probably should be sitting and visualize your feet grounding and rooting to the earth like tree roots. Whether you want to ground and root, you know, a couple feet, 3 feet, 12 feet, 100 feet. I guess it depends on what kind of level of grounding you're getting to. And as with any technique, practice perfects it. Um, Whether it's EFT, meditation, practice breathing, calming, grounding. Breathing is a basis for everything for basic breath work. At least take 3 to 5 deep breaths, if not 20. Um, if you practice any technique 20 days to 30 days, that's always been a kind of like a basic goal, even for affirmations. Sometimes you might need to use a second route, but they say you can change a mindset in 20 to 30 days. 3 times a day is the concept. So if you're trying to attain something, achieve something, develop a new skill, set a new mindset, whatever it is in life, whether it's spiritual based or reality based, for people that want to quit smoking, they say, focus on that. I'm a non smoker for 20 days, 3 times a day, or 5 times a day. Um, and that's just something else I threw in there. Why? I don't know. Just the information just come up when I'm trying to do this little talk about grounding. So I am grounded. 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 Tapping your elbow at first. Touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Doing it, you're relaxing breathing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Get a full breath. When you feel your belly button moving in and out, then you've got some full breaths. The breathing technique is also something you need to practice, where at first it's a little complicated if you're just trying to learn all that stuff. And it's setting your mindset. If you just want to work on grounding, work on grounding. If you don't want to sit there and breathe and be relaxed, to me, that's grounding. Um, you could probably kick on some music If you want to do that, that's even a concept of relaxation or higher mind thinking. You get the 6/8 beat. It takes your mind off stuff. You can use that for relaxing. You can use that for healing. I want to say I did see this one. I want to say he's a great healer. Anyways, his technique was to do multiple sounds. You know, he had several music sources playing from several directions, and I thought that was awesome. And I think that would help with grounding. And in addition, he had rattling going on between himself and another one. And not only is that a great healing technique, but that's also is a perfect grounding technique in my opinion. And I think it's a little bit of both, depending on what you're actually trying to achieve and what your goal is and what your purpose and circumstances is. So I am grounded. 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 Get that to be the basis of thinking and logic and gives you something to work on. So that's just phase one of many things, but it's a place to start when some people are feeling disconnected. And I'm sure there's many other things you can do. That's just some of the basics that I know of is the simple 2 or 3 breaths, 3 breaths to 5 breaths, whatever, and then just relaxing. Some people look up at the angle. I don't remember the actual angle it is, but when you're sitting there, if you were looking straight ahead and then you look up and then you look over towards 1 to 1:30 to 2 o'clock, that kind of angle there is what I'm saying. Some people look up to that. Some people call it looking to the heavens. Some people use it as a relaxing thought. Some people use it for higher thinking. When you're looking down a lot, I noticed a long time ago you recycle through the past. So when they say keep your head up, keep your head up, especially if you're trying to ground. If you're looking down too much, unless you're trying to reflect the past, because I knew this, something told me something was about it. When you're looking down a lot, you're reflecting the past. And then I got confirmation later. I don't remember where I was at, and something or somebody had told me about it, and I do believe that that is true. So when you got your head up, when you're looking up towards the future, as they call it, even that one angle, looking to the heavens. When you're looking down, it's more to the past. When you're looking straight ahead, you're in the current or the present. Whether, beyond that, that's different. So if you're going for the grounding concept, I'd say definitely keep your head up and maybe look up, depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to reflect the past, look down. So, I am grounded. Breathe. I am grounded. I am grounded. I am grounded. Just telling yourself the thought of the intent, especially if you're trying to learn a new skill or if you're trying to ground yourself, is part of the concept because you're trying to impress your mind, your subconscious mind, your super subconscious mind, and many other things are involved. So if it's your first time doing it, obviously this is more for the beginner than somebody that may be more experienced and have their own ways or other techniques to do. This is just for a basic concept of, all right, let's start somewhere. So that's my thoughts and views and what I have picked up and acquired and through time in life. And I can't remember how many years ago it was. One day I'm like, wow, I hit my arm and a funny bone, and I'm like, wow. Everything else seemed like it stood still. Time just kind of stopped for a couple seconds, and I felt so grounded, and so that's why I used the tap zone off the funny bone of the arm for a quick basic technique. I don't know if you've ever been involved in a situation like, say you're at work and there's a few people around, everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden somebody almost gets hurt, everything's kind of discombobulated, and you're like, holy cow, how did it just go bad like that? And sometimes when those scenarios are coming up, when I can get a conscious choice to sit there and ground myself, touch my tongue to the roof of the mouth, you kind of pull your core inward, kind of tighten the muscles a little bit. If you're sitting down, one of the techniques to kind of ground yourself and deflect some of the negative is to cross your feet, cross your arms, pull your core in, and pull your core into the root chakra. And tap zones, definitely. At that point, I'm tapping the funny bone. If I'm standing, I might cross my arms a little bit and tap the funny bone. And that's to see that something good hopefully will happen. As far as that, if you're in a scenario that might feel like it could go not so well, and it's giving you the grounding and clarity to see clearly past it, that the good will ensue and everything will be fine and it will work out to the best that it can and the best of its ability. So that's my concept of the grounding, and I hope you like this video. Please share with your friends if they're interested in the grounding video. Thank you for a like, a subscribe, a pass it on. And like I said, this is just my basic concept of the grounding. And, to me, it's probably more for the novice than the more experienced. But then again, you wouldn't believe how many techniques you could pick up here and there and from other sources, and you just might learn something new. So it's just all a matter of opinion and how you feel about life, the way you are, and what you believe. So if you want to leave some comments on some of your techniques, pass it on to other people, feel free. We're always looking for positive content and comments. So thank you much. Have a great one. Take care. Talk to you soon.